this like, is it purely in American celebrity culture, or is this a thing that you have kind of heard whispers of or seen in Australian music industry as well?
It's a very, very good question. I think it's almost like a spectrum. Like, I think any idea of celebrity or worship, like if you're just a regular person and then there's people out there like lording over you and just being like, I think it does something to the human ego, like it exacerbates human ego and it makes us think that we're better than other people because people are telling us that we are, as in just like artists or people of, you know, some kind of stature or whatever. But I feel like in America, it's obviously as bad as it could possibly be because
It's amplified to the 100th or millionth even.
Because in America, you can reach the height of
A
celebrity,
god.
and people start worshiping
but
you like
some
you're a god.
actual transcend. I was actually having this conversation the other day with someone about how I really feel in my heart no one will ever reach the heights of fame that Michael Jackson did.
Never.
Ever. It actually gives me goosebumps even saying how, like, thinking about how famous that dude was.
Oh man, people used to pass out in the front row watching.
And let's like get rid of all the controversy out of it, get rid of all of the allegations or actual things that happen, just get rid of all that, like literally separate the art from the artist.
Mm-hmm.
There will never ever be a more recognizable figure in human history besides Jesus Christ.
Jesus, yeah. I would say
the only one.
Jesus, then Michael Jackson. I feel like Eminem kind of had that kind of, he was nowhere near the stature of Michael Jackson, but he reached that level of just like worldwide notoriety, and you know, you had to ignore, everyone knows who Eminem is.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's probably
I feel like Michael Jackson doing it purely without the internet is what's wild.
it's insane.
Yeah, like he was worldly recognized through newspapers and fucking television, like you know, no internet, no MySpace, no LimeWire for downloads.
No.
It was pure record sales.
Yes, that's a great point, man. Michael Jackson's my favorite artist of all time.
He's the greatest performer, entertainer, musician of all time.
Easily.
A pop star.
It's not even close.
Yeah, there's no one.
Not even
Taylor
close.
Swift with Girls.
Still not even close.
Do you know who actually probably was the next generation of like a Michael Jackson, to the point people were like having cardiac arrest at festivals and stuff? Would have been Justin Bieber.
I was going to say Justin Bieber.
For like teenage girls, like that teen pop era, fucking, he's the biggest.
Yeah, just that worldwide.
It fucked him up though.
Hysteria. Oh yeah.
He's fucked.
Yeah.
He's like ridden with anxiety, and fuck knows what P. Diddy did to him,
Exactly,
and like fuck knows what all of these Harvey Weinsteins what is that his name? Like all of those kind of fucking gross creatures that just impose themselves on these kids.
There's a bunch of like footage coming out from when Bieber was younger and started blowing up, and him and Diddy, and just some real questionable, you know, clips.
None of it's aged well.
None of it's aged
But
well.
do you know what's funny? I recall like being when we used to have Foxtel, and like MTV used to be real raunchy. Like they used to have like the Spring Break fucking. Do you remember them?
Back in the like Christina Aguilera days.
Like they used to have like the Spring Break people who'd like reporters would go to Spring Break, and girls would just fucking flash your tits and just shit like that. It has not aged well.
Nah. Man, and I think the entertainment industry is a very corrupted and very dark place. I think the devil has his fingerprints all over the entertainment industry, and I think in America it's probably obviously worse than anywhere else. But I do still think that there's an element of it here, like with Australian celebrity or any kind of the idea of stardom outside of America. There's still an element of it because of what it does to the human ego, but it's definitely like the pinnacle of it is in Hollywood for sure. Hollywood is the...
And then you got to think that there's just an echelon of people above those that you'll never even know their names.
Oh, for sure.
There is a certain level of richness, I believe. The final boss of richness, I feel, is being 100% untraceable.
No one knows who it is.
No one knows who you are. You don't have to report to anyone.
Yeah. I don't know where I saw it. I saw a clip and it was like, who is the... I think it was on this Patrick David. And he, ask someone who is the most powerful person in America, who's running the show, and he's like, no one knows their name. No one will know their name. You know, and so
Or no one fucking even knows who invented Bitcoin.
wow.
Like, it's rumored that there's a Japanese man called Satoshi that invented it,
Wow.
but that's speculation. It's not. I don't know if you can fact check me on that in the comments.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, it was always speculation that this man Satoshi invented Bitcoin.
There you go.
So there's this bloke running around with $5 trillion, and no one knows.
Man, think about what $1 trillion is, dude.
No one knows. In Saudi Arabia, possibly, there would be generational wealth there that would be uncountable.
Yeah.
Like, it would be endless. There's no point counting it to a certain point. But that's just gross. That's when nothing means anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, what's luxury to you
But
now?
I think that's when all this really like hectic dark shit starts happening, because if you've got, imagine right here right now, you could just have everything you ever wanted. There's no limits to what you can have. After a while, everything starts feeling mundane. And
That's when
monotonous.
the deviancies and the
You gotta level up.
That's when the weird things happen.
You got to level up. Yeah.
They fucking that's when you hire someone like, I want to kill a dude. I want to kill a dude today.
I've fucked all the chicks you could think of in as many different ways you could think of. I've had orgies. I've done this and that.
Fuck celebrities.
What's the next?
Yeah.
What's next? And then they start doing hectic, fucked up shit. And they're all in the same boat and they're all doing the same shit. Like, it seems to be a trend of a topic that I approach that it seems to come up with me on podcasts is celebrity and the idea of it. And I've been quite outspoken about my disdain for it. I just don't think it's a healthy environment for people to, like, it's not even for the celebrity, but the people worshipping that celebrity. I don't think you should worship anybody to that point unless it's God, or unless it's something that's going to give you some kind of actual fulfillment, not just like
positive role model.
Wishing you were someone else, wishing you had their life. And it's become more and more about the actual life that they're living, not the art that they're making, because everybody's like letting you in so much via social media.
Well, that's the fault of Instagram and Twitter. That's pure, like literally purely from Instagram and Twitter. It's from short form content because it's so easy to manipulate a story in 30 seconds.